Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Chef RPG. So in this video, I want to give you some tips that will not only help you survive in the wintertime, but will help you thrive in winter. So yeah, hopefully these tips will help somebody out there who's playing the game, and let's get right into the video. So I want to start this video off by telling you guys what I think is the very best skill in the wintertime. So this skill right here, supply chain, in my opinion, is the very best skill in the wintertime. This skill has saved me, and this skill has made winter so much more bearable. Because as we know, in the wintertime, there's hardly any forageables. Basically, supply chain lets you schedule deliveries to your restaurant. You can actually schedule ingredients delivered to your restaurant with this skill right here. As long as you're at least friends with the shopkeepers. And you can go to this little heart right here, and you can see if you're friends with any shopkeepers. As you can see, I'm close friends with Bowie, close friends with the butcher. I'm friends with May-Lo, friends with Hazel. But yeah, and if I ever want to use this skill, I just got to go to my menu over here, and this tab right here is called Ingredient Delivery. This tab will be unlocked once you have the skill. And you can also pick if you want the ingredients on Monday, Tuesday, or I have them all set for throughout the week. I'm trying to make my restaurant kind of like a bar and grill. So because of that, I serve a ton of meat in my restaurant. So I have meat delivered to me every single day. That way I never run out of meat. Animals are a little bit more scarce, but not as scarce as forageables. Focus on your most profitable dishes and don't try to serve everything. Actually, I actually recommend niching down to like a certain type of restaurant if you can, and just serve only your profitable items. It's way less hassle, way less things to worry about. Basically, you need to find out what your most profitable dishes are, or as I like to call them, your bread and butter dishes. So as of right now, this bacon scallop skewer is one of my bread and butter dishes. Every time I serve this, I will get 416 credits. This is also one of my bread and butter dishes right here. I just unlocked this. But this is an epic main course recipe. I need to get some eggplants. But basically, if you just serve only your most profitable dishes, that's all the customers are going to order. So just don't give them an option for a cheaper option, Now, the only thing that you might have to keep in mind about the delivery service is that you can only order 20 a day. But thankfully, you can still go to their shop and you can still buy ingredients from their shop. So I can only order 20 a day chili, but I can actually stop off at May-Lo's shop and get another 20 to 30 chilies if she has them in stock. Now, the only thing that I don't like about the delivery service is you don't have access to everything that they offer. See, I know that a lot of my recipes require scallops, but I can't get scallops delivered to my doorstep. I actually have to go to Bowie and get my scallops from Bowie. Know what your most profitable dishes are, know what the ingredients are, and just try to get as much of them as possible, whether it's, taking advantage of the delivery service, taking advantage of the shopkeepers, because those are really the only ways that you're going to find those ingredients. Unless, of course, you do some farming. Now, is farming worth it in the wintertime? That is something else that I want to talk about. So basically, this is not going to be like a farming guide or anything, Depending on when you're watching this video, I might have one of those out, or I may not. But to get started with farming, you'll do a quest for April. It won't be available until you're in Act 2. But basically, after you complete the quest, you have an option to get the farming skill. Totally optional. You don't have to farm if you don't want to. And quite frankly, I'm not even sure if farming's really even worth the time or the hassle, because you get a pretty good ROI just by buying the ingredients from the shopkeepers. And what I've noticed is that seeds are just as expensive as the ingredients. But here's the thing, with one seed, you may get like 5 ingredients per one seed. So, it could be worth it. Farming could be helpful for me if I know, like I mentioned earlier, I use a lot of chili, so I may just plant a bunch of chili in my greenhouse. That way I have access to even more chili. It can kind of supplement what you're already doing. It's just really time consuming to farm. And what kind of sucks about farming is that you can only like buy a couple seeds at a time from like, you know, April or the shopkeepers. It's not like in Stardew where you can buy as much seeds as you want. Though that would be nice. It might be a little overpowered, who knows. But yeah, I say to kind of use it to supplement what you already have. Now the farming might be worth it if you're, you know, doing the whole vegetarian thing. But if you're running like a bar and grill like I am, it's probably not worth the hassle to really do the farming. Once I get to level 30, I may take away that farming perk. But I will make a farming guide before that. Now there is one positive thing about the wintertime. And that is that caviar is really easy to find in the wintertime. As you can see, caviar is a legendary ingredient. You get 25 health, 25 stamina, and 25 social boost for 120 seconds. Now, I've been finding so much caviar with this epic fishing rod right here. It also sells for quite a bit of money too, but I usually just keep some on hand if I need some health or some stamina or some social boost. Now what's pretty crazy is that I don't even have the fishing perk and I'm catching tons of caviar in the winter time. So winter is especially good for catching caviar. Yay, there's no more snow. We survived the winter. I hope this was helpful. If it was, be sure to give it a like, consider subscribing for some more content. And now, bring on the spring, baby. Let's go. I'll see you next video.